Hi, my name is Priti, your nutritional consultant and chef. Today we're going to make paratha, which is an Indian flatbread. There are many different varieties of flatbreads in India, and this is just kind of the tip of the iceberg. What we need is 1 cup of whole wheat flour. Then we're going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, about a tablespoon of oil. I'm using grapeseed oil. You can use your oil of choice. I would just recommend using mild flavor oils. Then I'm going to mix this and incorporate the ingredients. And then we're going to start adding water. What we want is our dough to be a little bit hard, but not too hard, and it should be pliable enough for us to roll out. So once the dough is rolled out, this is what it should look like. And you want the dough to rest a good 30-40 minutes and just kind of let it do its work. So what I do is I add a little bit of oil on top, and I cover it up with, you can put foil, saran wrap, or plate, just cover it up so it doesn't get dry. And putting a little bit of oil on top will also help prevent it from getting dry. Now I'm going to roll out the paratha, and I'm going to roll it out on a platform that's very traditional Indian platform. Again, you can get this at your local Indian grocery store. And a rolling pin that is a very typical Indian rolling pin as well. So I'm going to take about a 1/2 cup or so of the dough, and I'm going to roll it out smooth and try to get a nice circular shape. So I'm going to roll it out about 4 to 6 inches in diameter. And then I'm going to put coconut oil. Typically this recipe calls for oil. I use coconut oil because coconut oil has been shown to increase energy expenditure to help us burn fat. So you basically get about a 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of coconut and make a nice even layer. Then I have some all-purpose flour, and I'm going to sprinkle some all-purpose flour on top. What we're trying to do is we're trying to create a middle section of this flatbread. So we're going to fold it over, and then when we roll it, it's going to actually allow to create layers to make it very flaky and crispy. So I'm going to fold it over half once, fold it over half again. Then with the tip of my triangle pointing up, I'm going to do a very nice even pressure and turn roll each time. This right now, the paratha we're making is a plain paratha. You can actually make stuffed paratha, which has like mashed potatoes and jalapenos and all types of spices and seasonings inside, and it's a spiced up paratha. But today we're just going to do plain. And this is a good size and shape. And what you want is an even thinness or thickness around. So we're going to put it on our hot pan and let it cook a little bit on one side. I'm going to flip it over to the other side. And I'm going to cook it slightly on the other side as well. So I'll flip it over again, and I'm going to kind of just put a little bit of a drizzle around the edges of coconut oil. I'm going to use a press. This is again another type of a flatbread press that you can get. If you don't have a flatbread press, you can use the back of your spoon as well. Either way works. And then flip it over, and I'm going to ladle in a little bit more coconut oil. And what we're going to do is just kind of press evenly as we turn the flatbread, the paratha, and flip it over and press it again. You want to make sure it cooks on the edges as well as the middle, so you want to make sure you get kind of even presses all around. So the final product should be a nice golden brown kind of color throughout it. And then I just put it on a cookie sheet to let the moisture and the heat release. So paratha is served in different ways. You can put chutney on it and eat it with chutney, or you could just eat it dry and enjoy it with a glass of tea or milk.